Harmony is everything in one place. Harmony brings together the places you manage, the people you manage for, and the agreements that govern your relationships. Places are your managed units and properties. People are owners of units or properties, tenants or guests that occupy them, vendors that maintain them, and sources that bring you business. A person can be an individual or a company. You can establish groups to connect all the individuals you interact with. Agreements include management agreements, lease agreements, reservation agreements, and services agreements. They always include at least one place and one person. Each agreement has its own accounting ledger. You can view money by the people involved or the agreement. This allows you to accurately represent the reality of your business. You'll love its power as your portfolio grows and diversifies. Your management functions always involve a who and a what. Find and add anything by selecting the who, your company, owner, tenant, guest, vendor, or source. Or start by selecting the what, the specific management process or function you're performing. It's always easy to find what you're looking for by the who or the what. You can also search for anything, anywhere, using the universal search feature. It's easy to record and track information on every person you do business with, including secured, double-encrypted taxpayer information, and even custom fields you define. A person's status will change based on the progress of their agreement with you. You can easily view and change the status. Each person has a secure portal, and you determine which functions are enabled for each individual. Elect to automatically send each person a summary of everything that's happened in their account each day. Keep internal notes on each person, and view every change that's been made to their profile. Let's briefly explore some essential pieces of Hero Harmony together. Listings marketing, rental applications, property inspections, websites, agreements, trust accounting, CRM, calendar, projects and activities, documents and files, maintenance, and more. These are quick overviews. For a deep dive on how to use these features, check out function overviews and advanced videos. Harmony is the most powerful listings marketing solution. Indicate information on over 600 data points in each listing with easy-to-use templates. Drag and drop to add unlimited photos and a listing video. Pinpoint the exact location on an interactive map. Use fixed or recyclable codes for text inquiries, QR codes, and links. See the entire history of a listing, including notes entered by managers, last time on the market, and who made each change. At a glance, see the marketing effectiveness based on an analysis of listing contents and media. View distribution options, the sites where your listing will be automatically distributed. Manually export your listings to places that do not permit automated distribution. See the history of where and when your listing was exported and distributed. View all relevant statistics on a listing's performance and interactions. Track and process all listing inquiries from the same place. Schedule new showings and view all showings on this listing. See which prospects are searching for a listing like this, and send email or text notifications of availability and changes. Record maintenance and service provider information specific to this listing. It will populate work orders automatically. See all applications received on this listing, and their screening or acceptance status. Add properties that contain multiple managed units. Create floor plans and use them as templates for adding units in a property. See a visual representation of your inventory. Generate and export custom lists of your inventory. View your inventory, with status, on a map. See aggregate performance and activity on your available listings. Generate printable, customizable vacancy lists of your listings on the market. Report on photos and videos in all listings to ensure you have effective listing media. Configure your website integration so listings display in your site exactly as you like. Add custom fields to your listings database. Set standard policies, programs, and disclosures that apply to all listings. Configure listing entry forms to ensure your agents enter all relevant information for each listing type. Set preferences so your listing system does exactly what you want. Harmony is the most flexible rental application solution. Your prospective tenants can apply securely online 24/7 from any available listing. Or you can send them an application link for a non-marketed unit. Your account comes with a default application pre-installed. Add, remove, and change anything to make the application uniquely yours. Customize the information your tenants will see when they start the application. This can include specific rental qualifications unique to the unit. Each page of the application includes a group of questions. Add as many groups/pages as you desire. Each question can be worded exactly as you like, and you determine the type of answer allowed. Reorder the questions easily by dragging and dropping. Set question rules to adjust the questions presented. For example, you may ask for information about pets, which is only displayed when the applicant says they have pets. Each question can be set as optional or required. Provide custom help text on any question to help your applicant understand it fully. Applicants can complete the application on their phone, tablet, or computer. Once an email address is entered, the applicant gets an email allowing them to return to an incomplete application and invite co-applicants. When the applicant comes across a required entry, it will show up highlighted in green. If they attempt to proceed to the next page without entering the required information, they'll get an alert with what's missing. Conditional fields only display when the conditions are met. This application shows animal information because the applicant indicated they have animals. Once the applicant reaches the last page, they'll have the option to indicate agreement and sign the application. Their signature is locked in with digital encoding as verification. If you have application payments enabled, the applicant will proceed to make their payment online. Once payment is complete, the applicant will see your post-application instructions. Once signed, the application cannot be changed. The applicant can view, print, and download it as a PDF anytime. When you receive an application, it's time to review it and screen the applicant. Each application has an absolute immutable timestamp so you always know which app arrived first. For each screening component, you can track its status. If you pull a screening report that contains information relevant to a screening component, it will be automatically populated. Summarize all component screening scores according to your standards, to accept with conditions, or reject the applicant. And send the applicant your templated message for the selected screening result. When you accept an applicant, the system prompts you to convert them to a tenant, avoiding duplicate entry. Harmony is the most comprehensive inspection solution. Perform inspections easily on any of your managed properties. You can switch back and forth between your tablet in the field and computer in the office. Create any of 7 different inspection types, based on the inspection's purpose. Define custom templates, or allow the system to create the template from the inspection type and unit details. When you let the system create the template from your listing, it will automatically include the components and features of the unit. Full inspections include all features, while drive-by inspections only include external features. Comparison inspections, like move-in/move-out, show you the state of the related inspection. An inspection consists of areas and items. Each room is one area, so are things like the front yard. For each area and item, select an inspection grade of not inspected, perfect, passable, or problem. Problem areas require that you indicate the problem. State or estimate the charge incurred for the problem area or item, and determine whether the owner or occupant is charged. For any inspected area or item, add unlimited photos and videos. Add notes and descriptions to each photo and video as desired. Provide descriptive notes on inspected items, dictating the notes if your device supports it. Or click your predefined quick notes to insert them into the condition. Set up rules and guides for inspected items to ensure your inspector is following your procedures and requirements. See the change on any inspected item from the last time it was inspected. At any time, you can add another specific item to be inspected. Or, add an entire area or room to be inspected with its own items. In self-learning mode, adding an item or area will cause it to be there the next time you do a similar inspection. You can allow an inspector to remove areas and items, or lock them in so they must be inspected. You can require that an inspector take photos when any item's condition is less than perfect. Easily add work orders directly from the app for any problem area. When an inspector has inspected every room and area, they'll review the inspection to confirm nothing was missed. Then, they will sign the inspection to lock it in. If required, they can also have the tenant sign off. Once an inspection is completed and signed, generate inspection reports. Customize the report cover page with photos from the listing and information specific to your company or this report. And email the report to your maintenance contact, the tenant, or the owner of the unit. Configure your inspection system to work exactly as you want. Set custom cover page options to make your reports customized and consistent. Determine the defaults for all rooms/areas and items. Create unlimited custom templates with exactly the items you want to inspect. Edit the templates anytime, it won't change any inspections you've already completed. Search and view all inspections in Harmony. Each unit's maintenance view includes all inspections on that unit. And each tenant and owner's view includes the inspections done for them. Inspections viewing can also be enabled for owner and tenant portals. Harmony is the most effective website solution. Have us design a beautiful, responsive, SEO-amazing, mobile-friendly website for you. We've built more websites for property managers than anyone else has. Or select a Rapid Start template to get a new website in minutes. Rapid Start templates are free and included with all website packages. Both custom and Rapid Start websites can be completely edited and customized. And we're always here to help with website changes. You have complete control over editing any part of your website through the built-in content management system. Easily edit the content of your site with the page editor. Manage and insert images, files, and videos from your media libraries. Customize each page's SEO-tuned title, meta tags, and more. Completely control site and page styles and scripts with easy-to-use editors. Create and refine custom error pages. Add pre-structured, themed, blog pages with specialized blogging features. Add forms with complete control over the theme, structure, and content. Results are emailed and stored in your database. Include formatted theme-based grids of lists for staff directories, sales listings, and more. Email at your domain is built right in. Easily add and manage email accounts and settings, or integrate with your own email server, Google Workspace, or Microsoft 365. Advanced tools provide you direct control over features like robots, htaccess, domains, and site backups. Add advanced interactivity with totally customizable widgets on steroids, called web gadgets. At a glance, see the items in your website that are performing well in SEO and where you can improve. Check your site's keywords against high SEO performing property management sites. Harmony is the most robust agreement solution. Agreements are the backbone of your business and of Harmony. An agreement governs the business relationships you have with people. An agreement always includes one or more people and one or more places. Agreements have start and end dates, and the specific parameters, including financial, the parties are agreeing to. An agreement also constitutes the financial ledger for your trust accounting. With owners, you have management agreements. Management agreements include any number of owners, their percentage ownership, and any number of units managed. With tenants, you have lease agreements. A lease agreement can have any number of tenants or occupants and any number of units, although a lease is typically for a single unit. In some cases, like student housing, the same unit can be on multiple separate leases, where each tenant is leasing a portion of the unit. In some corporate lease scenarios, multiple units are on the same lease agreement. This works too. With guests, you have reservation agreements. A reservation agreement can have any number of guests or occupants, and any number of units, although a reservation is also typically for a single unit. Reservations have specific arrival and departure times, and rates based on your seasons and rate table and optimization options. Reservations and leases can have add-ons called extras that are provisioned to the occupant. Reservations and leases have powerful, configurable options for taxes, deposits, insurance, and more. A services agreement is between you and a vendor. A single services agreement can have as many units on it as you wish. When you create a services agreement, the vendor becomes the default assignee for work on the covered units. A services agreement also allows you to easily track all licenses, certifications, and insurance for a vendor. But you don't need a services agreement for a vendor to provide work. You can have vendors without an agreement, or one-time vendors. Set the defaults for each agreement type in a template when you have common factors like management fees. Each new agreement is pre-populated with the template settings. You can change anything, making each agreement unique. When you add a new person, you'll be prompted to create a new agreement for them. And when you change any person's core information, you'll have the option to adjust their agreement. When the status of an agreement changes, it'll change the status of the people on the agreement accordingly. The agreement information you enter establishes the basis for an agreement form. Agreement forms include the narrative that you define, with specifics from the agreement data merged in. Create as many agreement form templates as you want for each type of agreement. Agreement forms can also include conditional addendums which are automatically inserted as appropriate. When you've created a new agreement, you'll generate the agreement form for all people on the agreement. Complete each agreement form by filling in any areas flagged for individual entry. Then send it to the people involved for their signatures. Each person will receive an email with a link to digitally sign the agreement online, or print and sign it if you prefer. If enabled, agreements awaiting signatures will also show up in their portal with an alert to sign the agreement. Each party will sign the agreement, and you'll be notified each time it's signed. When the last person signs the agreement, it's locked in with all digital signatures and cannot be changed. The locked, digitally signed agreement form will stay with the agreement forever. It's also available for easy retrieval in each signer's portal. During the term of the agreement, you may need to send out notices related to it. Create templates for an unlimited number of agreement notices. If the notice is related to a violation, log the violation, which triggers full tracking and reporting. Send the notices and require signatures if the notice warrants. The notices stay in each person's account and portal and are permanently associated with the agreement. Harmony is the most efficient trust accounting solution. View all financial options and bank balances in one place. Enjoy one-click processing of pay-ins from credit cards, e-checks, lockboxes, and any third-party payment system with an API. Optionally consolidate multiple checks for a single payee. Easily view and print checks. Pay all outstanding invoices from a single screen, as long as the owner has money. Process owner distributions with a single click, using each owner's preferred payout method and statement. The distribution screen shows everything you need, including unpaid management bills and invoices and allocations. Select any bank account, and easily see if your trust account has more management funds than you allow. View all undeposited items for all bank accounts. Easily create and print deposit slips. Review bank account reports by statement or journal view. Reconcile and lock transactions easily. Record invoices from anyone in your vendor or sources list, or from a one-time payee. Add an invoice associated with a work order. Details from the work are auto-populated. Invoices can be split into multiple bill codes or even multiple management agreements. When work performed requires a tenant copay, add the charge directly from the invoice. Pay or partially pay invoices from each owner, or all at once for all owners and vendors. From an individual owner, you can quickly update their temporary holdbacks and distribution reserve for the pesky $over invoice. See up-to-date balances for each owner. View, edit, and add any transaction to an owner from their money view. All available money-related options display on each view. Switch over to the tenant or guest to view and process their transactions. Owners, tenants, and guests can also see their balances and make payments from their portal, if you authorize them. Quickly send an owner a distribution or draw outside of your normal schedule, if they need it that badly. Each owner is sent a distribution notification email or text, and the distribution statement of their choosing when a distribution is processed. View the entire history of distributions sent for each owner. Generate statements and reports for any owner, tenant, or guest at any time. Print financial reports, send them to the person, save them for viewing in their portal, or download the raw report data to Excel. Optionally allow owners, tenants, and guests to generate their own statements from their portal. Likewise, a vendor can generate their payee statement from their portal to easily correlate work, invoices, and payments. Set up your money preferences once at the outset, so the system works exactly as your business is designed. You have complete control over your chart of accounts, and can add unlimited bill codes, each one allowing you to determine if management fees, late fees, or management company splits apply. You can set up unique rules for each account, so different owners use different bank accounts and posting accounts. Harmony is the most connected CRM solution. CRM, Customer Relationship Management, covers two major parts of your communications. First, it helps manage the process of converting a prospect into a person you do business with. Then, it helps you retain and improve your existing business relationships with effective communication. We'll cover prospects/campaigns first, then we'll cover communication within existing business relationships. Easily add owner, tenant, guest, vendor, or source prospects manually, from inquiries, or from the API integrated with any third-party solution. Edit all prospect information including mail, phone, and email contacts, as well as social media profiles. View a list of all your active prospects by type. Create beautiful rich email and letter templates to send to prospects. Create campaigns that consist of emails, texts, phone calls, and tasks, and determine the action schedule. Add any campaign to a prospect with the start time. The campaign will run in the background and alert you when you need to take action. View all of the actions that will be taken on the prospect, and see what's been done already. You can add custom activities outside of the campaign. See a timeline of all actions related to this campaign, organized as a project. View your list of messages to send in conjunction with any action you take in the system. Configure attractive templates, each customized to the person you are sending to and the action performed. Select whether an action will automatically send a message, optionally send a message, or never send a message. When you perform an action, the messaging options are available. When the action is done, the message is sent. Your owner, tenant, guest, or vendor will receive the email or text with all relevant information and links, including portal or calendar links as appropriate. View all emails, texts, and phone calls to and from each person you do business with. Each message sent in conjunction with a system action retains its connection to the item. Create unlimited templates for messages not related to a specific system action. Send individual messages at any time based on a template or entered freeform. Easily add attachments which will automatically be stored in the recipient's document folder. You can send a message immediately, or queue it to send at a specific time. Both templated and freeform messages can be sent by text as well. Your company, and each agent, have an assigned CRM email address. Forward your work email to automatically bring messages into the system. Each incoming message will alert you and automatically be assigned to the sender's account in your system. When a message arrives from an unknown sender, you'll have the option to associate them with an account. Easily reply to each incoming message to keep the conversation going. While viewing or replying to a message, you can even add a work request or a scheduled activity, like a meeting or phone call. You can manage your inbound messages by assigning productivity status or delegating. Harmony is the unified calendar solution. Your dashboard shows you everything that's going on right now, including all new items, items requiring action, and scheduled items. Switch to your calendar to see everything happening this week, including items happening all day or any time, and items with a specific scheduled time. Your calendar also shows how busy you are each day so you can plan accordingly. Expand any day to view the full details of the day. Each item on your calendar can be clicked or tapped to take you to it. Calendar items use the assigned color you set, making it easy to color code the things you need to do. Time-related events are automatically added to your calendar. This includes scheduled dates for work orders. Agreement events like move-ins, renewals, and terminations. Activities like meetings, scheduled phone calls, tasks, and events. And anything else that anyone in your office needs to do. You can also click to send appointment confirmation for any maintenance or meeting event, including showings. In addition to other notifications, your calendar will show you if an appointment is confirmed, canceled, or if a reschedule request is submitted. Harmony is the in-control project and task management solution. View a list of all activities scheduled. Or view all activities for the company, or for or with any owner, tenant, guest, vendor, or source. Add an activity when there is something you'll need to do. Activities can be tasks, communications, events, schedules, deliveries, or pickups. Projects are predefined groups of activities that you create. A project can contain any number of activities. Having a project will guide you through each activity so you start and finish them all and in the correct order. When creating an activity, options are dynamically displayed based on the type of activity. Activities are based on the GTD system for ultimate productivity. Each activity has a schedule, and also has a priority and importance selector so you can properly juggle busy days. Each activity allows you to indicate who is involved, and who is busy during this activity and should not be interrupted. Optionally track time and billing on any activity. When you finish an activity, you can update the tracking to indicate the total time and billing. And view reports of time spent and money to bill for activities for or with any person. You can also send an experience survey to get feedback on how the people involved feel about the interaction. The survey response automatically updates the person's experience rating with you and indicates whether their overall satisfaction is increasing or decreasing. Report on all experience surveys and ratings to discover areas where you're doing well or need to improve. Pickup and delivery activities allow you to create product or supply lists, run consolidated reports for master shopping or order lists. Harmony is the robust document and file management solution. It's easy to see a list of all documents and files for everyone. You can also view all documents and files for the company, or for any individual owner, tenant, guest, vendor, or source. A document or file can be set as viewable in the person's portal, just like activities, messages, maintenance, and the like. In their portal, each person can organize their documents and files into folders and add tags for easy grouping. A person can also delete their documents and files from their portal, but they're still saved in your system. Documents and files added to an agreement, like a lease, are viewable by all tenants on the lease in their own portal. The document system is based on Dublin Core, which gives you enterprise-grade document management power. Documents and files can be added for a person by dragging and dropping from your computer or tablet. Any document or file attached to a message, activity, financial transaction, or saved from a report is also added in the person's documents. Add documents and files to multiple selected people, or to all owners, all tenants, all guests, all vendors, or all sources. You also have control over sharing, such as providing a document to all tenants of a specific owner. It's easy to compose letters to your owners, tenants, guests, vendors, and sources too. After composing, you can send them by email or text. Letters can be based on beautifully styled templates, which automatically merge the specific information for the person you're writing to. Choose any of your company headers and footers for each letter. Each saved letter is stored in the person's documents. Harmony is the most dynamic maintenance solution. Maintenance has two basic parts, the work request and the work order. Work requests can come from the tenant, guest, or owner and indicate what they want. Work orders are the work you assign to a vendor. They have a due date and can have a cost limit, estimate, and total. You can create multiple work orders from each request if you need to assign work to different vendors or on different schedules. A work request is not mandatory. You can skip them and create work orders based on work you know needs to be done. However, work requests allow you to keep the requester in the loop and group together work from a single request. Work requests are typically entered by a person in their portal. You can also enter them yourself. A work request can have files added, which may include photos or videos of the problem. From the work request, create a work order. The information and files from the request will populate the work order. If the unit is on a services agreement, you'll be prompted to select its primary vendor. Or, if the unit has a preferred vendor for this type of work, they'll display as recommended. You can always assign any vendor. The vendor suitability score, which factors in their ability and past performance, helps you pick the perfect vendor. The work order shows maintenance information from the unit, including the home warranty if applicable. Edit the work order to provide additional details, select a vendor, add files or photos, and set cost limits based on your policies or management agreement limits. Send a notification to the vendor at the time you schedule the work order. It's also available in the vendor's portal. You can set work orders to wait for vendor acceptance, allowing them to click to accept, decline, or request rescheduling. The vendor can send you updates via their portal, provide the estimate, and mark the work order done with a total cost. They can add photos or videos of the completed work and check in and out of the job location, giving you job logging. If a work order has multiple steps, set the stage at each step and see what's overdue. You may need to put the work on hold, which takes it off your active list and alerts you when the hold expires. You can set any work order to require client approval. The owner approves or rejects the work by electronically signing in their portal. All scheduled work orders show up on your calendar and on your dashboard if they go overdue. When all work orders on a work request are completed, you'll be prompted to close out the request and notify the requester. Completed work orders can be used to populate and cross-check an invoice from the vendor. Your open maintenance report shows everything that's waiting to be done, with details. Your completed maintenance report shows an analysis of maintenance timeframes, costs, and unit maintenance frequency. Run maintenance reports in aggregate for the entire company, or by individual owner or vendor. You can require that your vendors check in and out of job sites through their portal. The job log records time and GPS data, so you can confirm when and where the vendor has worked. View job log records by vendor, to see everything they've worked on and how much time they've spent. Or view the entire job log for any work order, and cross-check it against the tenant or guest reports and invoice. Maintenance also includes quote requests and work permits. A quote request allows multiple vendors to bid or quote a project. Once you award the work, a work order is created. A work permit is used when a permit must be issued before work can be performed. You can track each stage of the permit, and all communications and interactions. Maintenance is fully integrated with functions like checklists, messages, activities, and more. Harmony adds everything you need for powerful property management. In Harmony, every detail has been addressed, including flexible user configuration. Advanced APIs to integrate well with your other solutions. Exceptionally strong security and access controls. Wizards, fusion processes, transaction strings, and other automations to do much of the work for you. And hundreds of customization and configuration options to make it work exactly as your business works. Incorporating almost 3 decades of property management technology experience. And input from thousands of leading property managers. Harmony covers all your needs, eliminates frustration, saves you money. Bringing harmony to property management.